Do you know the explore exploit dilemma?
No, tell me.
There was this old math problem. It's really kind of a puzzle. So the way it was framed, an executive is going to interview 100 potential secretary candidates, and the question is which one should he hire? So the dilemma here is the first one you hire, you have no idea the quality of the candidates. So the first one gives you a sense of the first one. So in principle, like if you interviewed all of them, oh, and then the wrinkle is once you pass, you can't go back and hire one. So once you say no, you can't go back and say yes. So at the extremes, if you hired the first candidate you saw, you're missing out on all the other people that you could have interviewed. If you interview all 100, then you know exactly what the distribution of candidates look like, but you're stuck with the last one that you see. So the problem is, at what point do you stop exploring and hire one? Someone solved this problem with a few assumptions, and essentially the answer, when you know the number of candidates, is whoever the next best person is, best relative to the first third that you hired, you hire that one. And so it's called the explore exploit dilemma, because the explore phase is gathering information about what's out there, and then the exploit is given that information that you've gathered, go exploit that information. And so one that's way more relatable to people is when you move to a new city and you're trying to find good restaurants, it's all explore. There's no exploit. Like, you should basically never go to the same restaurant twice in the first, make up a number, 6 months that you live in a city. On the last night before you move away from a city, there is no value in exploration. You should only go to the best restaurant you've been to in that city. It's all exploit. And so people have mapped this onto lots of different scenarios. And there's a strong working theory that as organizations or individuals or animals are nearing the end of life, they shift into exploit mode. And some examples of this are the Hollywood movie studios are in 100% exploit mode, doing sequels and things that they know are going to make money because the industry is kind of near the end of its life and its current instantiation. So as Jake pointed out, when you stop growing, you start, or I don't know if you said you stop growing, you start dying, but it's along that, like, when you stop exploring, growth ends and then death starts to set in. So it is like the giving up exploring and beginning to exploit is almost like an unconscious admission of this ride's coming to an end.
Absolutely. When you stop exploring, there's no potential anymore. So that makes sense.
But that also tracks for one of the reasons behind why we become less curious as we get older.